Hello. Today we're going to try to create and integrate a library for doing a reactive application in Spring Boot, and the library is called Vert.x. So let's start. So first thing first, we're going to add the version that we're going to use. Let's try 446. We'll add a dependency, the Vert.x core. Okay, then we'll add another one, which is the web. Then aside from this one, let's just include also Lombok. Okay, so let's refresh and import this dependency. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to replace the web server that this application has, which is currently it's using Tomcat. So we're going to exclude it. Starter Spring Starter Web. Okay, so what will happen here is instead of the service using the Tomcat as a web server, it will going to use the Vert.x web server. Okay, so let's start coding. So Vert.x works with what you call as vertical. So classes which has or extends vertical is considered as a Vert.x classes. So in our example here, we'll start first with doing the router, such that we'll be able to have a simple route. Okay, so let's start. So I'll just create first a package for route, and then so let's put here for now additional package, which is on config. Okay, so route. Let's create a route vertical. Okay, and this route extends abstract vertical. Okay, so with this vertical, we need to create a configuration such that this vertical will be loaded on startup. So let's create Vert.x config, and this one is configuration from here, let's auto wire our route vertical, and then on the post construct, here we're going to Vert.x, and then Vert.x dot deploy vertical, which is in our case is the route vertical. Okay, so what will happen, this class will be registered as a vertical in Vert.x. Okay, of course, since we use auto wire, so this one should be a component. Okay, so then I will just need to generate or override the constructor, which is this method, the start method with a promise parameter. So from here, we're going to create our own server. So by default, this one method, overridden method, has a Vert.x object already. So create HTTP server. Then here, let's put option, because we're going to separate our routes from this one. So request handler, and from here we're going to later we're going to declare that method. So listen, so server port, let's just use 9000. Then async result. No, this one should be already async result there. Then so let's just put something like a notification that this application running in port, say 9000. Okay, then let's have the promise complete. Okay, this one, let's put it here. So oh, sorry, I think we should do something like this here. So if async result succeeded, meaning the server start up from here. So so let's just say have failed. Fail async cause. Okay. All right, so from here we already created a web server replacing Tomcat. So then let's declare simple route from here. generate. Create this one. Okay. So HTTP servlet request handler, get router. This one can return a router. There. And then from here, router root. Then Vert.x. This one we need to return. There. And then here, let's create a simple route for now. Router get, and then say test. So then test. Okay. So this is a variable handler. So then handler response dot end. Say, let's just say hello. All right. So let's test this out first. If it works. Our service is up. Just to clarify, the execution should be starter Tomcat. Earlier I put here starter web, so it should be Tomcat. So the service is up on port 9000, and then we'll try to hit this endpoint. Okay, so let's just go to bash and just do the curl. Okay, so curl then test. Okay, so we're able to hit this endpoint. Okay, so that's how the router work in Vert.x. So let's continue to work with a sample guest application where we can do CRUD operation in Vert.x. So let's create first our model. Then let's just here type in guest, and then this guest has a, so let's say ID and then name. Okay, then based from this guest model, so let's create a CRUD operation. Let's start with creating. So create guest. Then so router.post, then say guest, then handler. So then let's do the context here. From here, we need to get the payload. So for us to get the payload, so we'll use the context body, And then since this is a JSON string, we can convert it directly into a pojo of type guess class. Okay, import that one. So guess. Okay, guess. Then we'll just sorry. So this one we'll use Lombok to create setter and getter. Let's set the ID using the UUID random. Oh, we actually use, yeah, we just use toString, and then we just change this one instead of a long. Okay, then let's create, for now, let's just store all the guests in a list. So guess you are list. Okay, then let's add the guess. So then let's respond with the guess object. Let's respond in JSON, include prettily the guess itself. Right, so this is how you create a guess through post. Then let's try to create an endpoint to retrieve all guess. So router get guess handler, and here basically, since we already have the array of guess, so we'll just do something like similar to above, but we're going to pass in all the guesses instead of here the guess only. Then let's try to retrieve single guess. So with this one, we need a parameter. So get guess by ID. Router.get guess and then the ID. So handler. So and then to get the ID, we get the path param and then the name of the param itself. And based from this one, let's just filter the list itself that we have. So guess stream filter. So guess get ID equals pass ID. And then I'll find first or else. So we so from here already have the guess, and then let's respond back by doing this. So JSON against and then the guess. Okay. So let's try this out. All right, our service is up. So while waiting for the service to be up, I actually put this one, added this code wherein we added that the body handler create for the router makes this Vert.x router actually accepts a post data. So let's start. So here I have a post request, and then let's pass data. Say Tony start. Send. Okay, and then it returned this data. So I'll just copy this one first. Let's put it on Notepad because we're going to use it later to query. So again, let's create another one. Say John Doe. Oh, then send. Okay, so it created that record. So now let's query all record. This is the endpoint also, but the HTTP method is get. So this one will retrieve all record in an array, and then the other endpoint is we specify the ID, which is in this case this is the ID that we copied earlier. Then just paste it here. Okay, so it returned the correct record. So this is how you work with Vert.x integrated in a Spring Boot application.